questions throughout the session, please feel free to enter them in the Q&A session and we will get to them by the end of the talk today. So I'll hand you over to Shyam and he can give you a little bit about the FinTech Society, who we are doing this event in collaboration with, and then we'll get on with the talk. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Hello, everyone. I'm the president of the FinTech Society. As Mark mentioned, we're doing this event in collaboration with the engineering technology guys. So this is the third event in the blockchain technology week. Today we have SmartKey as our guest. A little bit about the FinTech Society. We are a community. Our main aim is to build a community and encourage the conversation around FinTech. To introduce as many people as we possibly can to the topic, the world of FinTech, and also to educate them on various topics like blockchain, and also to facilitate industry opportunity through our connections. If you want to be part of the FinTech Society in the future, we are going to hold our AGM this Friday. So I do encourage everyone to apply through our website or Facebook page. You can find the event and the application link. And I'll hand it back to Mark now to continue the introduction of the event. Thank you and enjoy.
Okay, so I will give a brief introduction. So today I would like to welcome Shimon, who is the CEO of SmartKey. Please go ahead. Thank you very much.
Hello. Okay, I will introduce SmartKey project. Wait a minute, I will share my screen. Okay, we can start. Hello all. It's good to meet you, and I'm really looking forward to giving you this lecture. My name is Szymon Fiedorowicz, and I am CEO of SmartKey. In today's talk, I will going to tell you about the main concept of our project and our vision of the cities of the future, which will be operating with the SmartKey ecosystem. The SmartKey project was created by joining the skills and talents and competences of two different tech companies. Radosław Krzycki, my partner, our CEO, has experience in implementing blockchain technology. He helped create the first blockchain project in Poland, which was authorized by City Council. He also created a filing system for plane repairs based on files and activity and parts of the blockchain for the biggest MRO companies in the airplane sector. While Radek was doing that, I spent at least 20 years acquiring and building my knowledge in the Internet of Things, or IoT field. I have built multiple solutions for cities in both energy and car sharing sectors. And these solutions that I developed are still in use today. All of these solutions that I worked on were based on communicating with IoT devices, and they were specially designed for the sharing economy and smart cities. It's that experience, both building hardware and IT system, that gave me this idea. Basically, I saw the opportunity to build a real smart city and sharing economy based on blockchain technology. As you know, smart cities are instantly smart and instantly mobile, but they still remain a testing ground where various service providers are competing over the inhabitants, yes, the citizens, to turn them into their customers. As it stands, there is no communication standard for open data. What that means is that technology and public service providers are competing with each other and are creating different solutions. This in turn means that inhabitants of smart cities are submerged with lots of different apps to access all these various possibilities and services. Everyone sees the necessity of a service exchange standard where each provider will be able to create solution on equal rules. So that we need is an initiative that goes above corporation and it's open to equal fooling to all of them. In my opinion, the technology in blockchain and SmartKey is an access control standard for these services and producers. Now we are witnessing a digital transformation in every single field of life, but especially so in the field of health, smart buildings, smart homes, smart factories, smart mobility, smart grids, and everything is smart today, yes? All this transformation and evolution reinforce and confirm the fact that the sharing economy is indeed a global trend. That sharing economy is one on which we all participate, can offer their services on equal terms. The massive transformation, it's often referred to as smart. However, I believe that is fake smart, even though the solutions are built on new communication solutions, that fact they are built by companies and corporates means that they are not allowed to exchange of data and users, which stands in the way of mass adoption, I think, and benefits large corporations in the fight for users. They compete each other. Small local providers are bound to lose in this David with Goliath fight, I could say. The barriers to entry put up the large corporation in the sharing economy are so huge that it sells any competitors or diversity. And at the end of the day, the price is paid by us, by customers and citizens of the cities. We are forced to sign up and register on dozens of different apps to do simple things. For example, we need to rent a car. Sometimes we need order food, taxi, etc., etc. The smart world built on the old and outdated business rules promotes the corporate worlds. While blockchain technology successfully counters this trend by favoring consumer choice, because blockchain is built for this purpose. That's why the SmartKey ecosystem as a standardized means of access given us the real opportunity to change those rules. To better explain what I mean, I like to use analogy with Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a short-range wireless technology. It is independently and widely built into products by manufacturers because users want to use it. They want to use it, it's simply because it makes life easier. If I buy a phone from one manufacturer and headphones from another, I can still use both together, thanks to Bluetooth, which is a standard. Producers understand that by integrating Bluetooth technology, they gain access to a whole ecosystem of Bluetooth solutions. The same stands for SmartKey, which is a standard of communication and access control to service based on communication with devices. We called it blockchain of things communication. City authorities widely support the implementation of communication standards since it facilitates the lives of inhabitants. It builds a new competitive market and favor the most competitive and useful service rather than the provider of a service, which is encourage local entrepreneurship. So, why blockchain? At the beginning of my career, you must understand, I tried to create a communication standard for various devices and service providers based on cloud technology. as it soon transpired that the very fact that the cloud belongs to someone is a problem for potential partners. Potential partners have no control over how that cloud works or what happened with the data. No, in my opinion, no cloud managed by corporation can ever become a global standard of integration. IoT cloud compete with each other. Today, IoT cloud are compete with each other. By doing that, so they kill any open data initiative and integration standard. That's why we have blockchain. And what the benefits? It's open source. We have open source transparency turn out to be a saver. Blockchain is essentially a decentralized cloud of data, which belongs on one hand to nobody, since it's open and open source, and the other hand, it belongs to everyone because everyone can participate in building it. And they can do so on equal terms. That's why I use the comparison to the open internet, because everyone can choose to advertise their services on the internet, knowing that by doing so, they participate in the global marketplace. As a publicly available and open technology, levels barriers of entry. Joining the sharing economy is a cheap and easy, which is attractive to numerous of producers and especially city authorities who want that technology to be available to local solution offered to their inhabitants. The next things about blockchain is the security aspect of blockchain. One of the main advantages of the blockchain technology. What is why we decide to use blockchain to store and distribute digital access keys. Everyone knows that the internet and itself doesn't guarantee any safety or security. Blockchain, on the other hand, increase the security of data as it's built. Bank apps, we all know bank apps or services such as Facebook or Google appear to be safe and stable, but we witnessed these services be unavailable due to the crisis situation or updates. If for one cannot imagine a situation if which the lock in my door of my house or a shared car does not open because the provider of the cloud is running an update or has a problem and I will left standard outside. Through its decentralized blockchain offers stability, and this is why we can turn our keys digital and move to digital distribution. Blockchain is also price effective, since it's service providers who keep the blockchain while reaping the benefits of participation and global marketplace. Sorry. Using the SmartKey ecosystem is completely free for customers. And finally, we have something we call human smart city. In our case, what does it mean? This is the transformation of a city into a city focused on inhabitants and city focused on providing them to easy of universal access to public services, both those managed by authorities such as healthcare and transport, and those offered by companies within the city territory. Our cooperation with city authorities has gone very well since we offered them solution they have long been waiting for. Thanks to these changes, they can act at the host and also direct integration of services in a more effective way, which benefits customers without favoring any provider. The next thing I will tell about our solution. This was our main idea, but Now, how SmartKey works, especially. The next point we will tell about blockchains. The SmartKey is based on two blockchains. The Ethereum blockchain is our gateway to integration with the crypto world. This allows us to build smart contracts which integrate other crypto projects, giving them the possibility to use SmartKey as somehow a bridge between them and the world of physical services. The other blockchain, which we call the technical blockchain, this blockchain doesn't have any proper name till now, serves two purpose role. One hand is allows IoT device to connect direct to the blockchain, to the SmartKey ecosystem, transforming into the blockchain of things. On the other hand, it allows the devices functionality. These are this functionality allows the creation of keys, which are essential to gain access to device functionality. These are smart NFT tokens. In our case, is a keys, which are signed with unique IDs, which can additionally be programmed to a time limit or single access the technical blockchain serves to. Wait, I will change the slide. Okay. That's all give us decentralized access control, but this decentralized access control is also a marketplace for us. The benefits for the crypto world of integrating SmartKey ecosystem are huge. The young but powerful crypto assets market is almost entirely virtual. The economic solutions proposed by thousands of crypto projects require mass adoption. With SmartKey, the crypto assets world gains access to the entire economy based off distribution of access to physical objects such as hotels, cars, or parking spaces. Additionally, functions from the sharing economy space can be offered as a public services to inhabitants of cities. The ability of creating smart contracts on the blockchain, we gain access to innovate economy, which is ready to be used in real smart products that surround us. The SmartKey ecosystem plays the role, I could say, of a marketplace for services of the blockchain economy, such as decentralized finance, loans, insurance, collaterals, and whole DeFi sector. For the physical economy of smart services, SmartKey filled the role of a technology standardization of smart services for inhabitants of cities, becoming the marketplace. The biggest beneficient of this nascent ecosystem of public services will be inhabitants of the cities. They will gain access to standardized services and limitless economy of digital world using ecosystem of the cities of the future. They will be able to choose what service to use, when to use, and how to use. That's why we have different various partnerships. Thanks to this approach, we are standardizing access to services such as personal or public transports, security parking services, toll roads, healthcare, car sharing, and etc. That is why we are cooperating increasingly closely with authorities. And in cooperation with them, we are introducing the standard for all city services. For business services, the customer decides itself if he wants to use SmartKey technology on an individual level, using keys among family and friends on inside company. If he wants to put them on the market, they can do it and partake of the global sharing economy. Yes, the types of partnerships in the ecosystem is formed by a number of producers, which together form a complex solution, I could say, which allows us for wide participation in construction. And that's why producers of IoT wanting to provide compatibility of their own products with the new communication standard like Bluetooth. For producers of application which use data, allowing them to the possibility to widen their ability to gather data and widen the market of their users and services. For service providers in public domain, providing transport service, rental, security, emergency service, parking services, and all etc. that I told before. Even rubbish removal needs somehow of decentralized access control standard. All of these needs and standardized method of distribution of access of physical places, closed physical places. And finally, city authorities offering participating of building public services to its inhabitants, to local entrepreneur. They can easily join to the ecosystem of cities of the future. Technological, financial barriers almost entirely disappear. Also, crypto projects is the sort of our partners. Crypto projects which offer advanced digital distribution and modern payment methods and advanced decentralized financial services like loans, staking, collaterals, or just cooperate to give their community possibilities using global physical economy. They can build their own smart contracts, combining two worlds, physical and virtual. Such a new solution allows new projects make their own crowdfunding and in crypto space. And at last, finally, the inhabitants, the citizens of cities, and users who simply want to use this technology for private purpose or want to use the service offered by partners of the smart city ecosystem in their everyday life. Okay. Now some part of technical. One of our project is a cloud connector. A cloud connector it's a dedicated system that allows a service provider to connect with the blockchain ecosystem. The solution makes it possible to use SmartKey technology for every project in IT's service application using the cloud that has implemented to the connector. This solution allows mass integration of smart devices connected to the IoT cloud services and activate them in the SmartKey ecosystem, give them ability to open connection to the blockchain. The service provider becomes a blockchain of things operator. This allows to create of one own access keys and program their mode of functioning by using blockchain accounts linked to the IDs of IoT devices. This allows us to manage access to these keys to users within the blockchain in an anonymous way. The SmartKey Cloud Connector will provide hundreds of cloud-based apps with access to an array of blockchain-based ecosystem. This solution makes it possible to use SmartKey technology for every project that is using. And for example, maybe to clarify what I mean, the operator providers commercial cloud IoT sources, after doing SmartKey Cloud Connector, the operator obtaining new technological and economic possibilities for its application and systems. Hundreds of cloud-based applications can automatically start providing blockchain access services for various ecosystems like Ethereum, Chainlink, Polkadot, Tron, even Waves, on other more. This is one of the beneficent. The second tool in our ecosystem is a key manager. SmartKey Manager is a control panel dedicated for service providers. It allows to generate access keys for the device and manage the IoT devices that are using SmartKey connector. The operator of the application can and system that provides his services can decide on the function of the keys. In other words, he create some sort of smart contract function, such as access time to sensors. He can set up the expiration time and date, access cost, and maybe if it's needed, user verification, or any other parameters relevant to a given service. The service provider model that we will put up for sale, the given contract is a digital equivalent of the service performed by this maybe hotel, for example. When creating the contract, the supplier will select basic parameters such as period of access to the hotel room in this example, method of user verification, and defining the currency of payment for the hotel room. In that case, it could be SKey, Ethereum, or USDT. Right. And the contract will be visible in the wallet. For managing it, in the example, smart contract just automate the selling process of a hotel room in this example. Oh, sorry, this is the wallet. Yes, this is the different keys for different purpose. And yes, and the second and the wallet itself is a utility application for managing keys. In essential, generate smart contract safe for the keys that given access to assets to perform specific tasks. SmartKey wallet is a crypto wallet, ordinary crypto wallet that can be used to save and manage access keys because we are using tokens as a key. The keys are guaranteed by the service provider and sent to the device user's wallet. The additional function of the wallet is sharing the keys between other users. It's a very useful tool and very simple tool also. For corporate use, this module is dedicated for partners to service providers that have a lot of assets that could benefit from being connected to the blockchain ecosystem. It will be used in management system for hotels, home and office rentals, parking lots, and other zones with paid access. Using the business module, service providers can leverage automation and smart contracts to manage access to their physical assets, physical places. And new economic models for your business will be possible in the future smart city using the SmartKey business module and integration process. Finally, we have, maybe not finally, rental module. Rental module, a system dedicated especially for a mobility service. The system allows for adoption for connector, the most application based on short-term rental process like car sharing, bike sharing, scooter sharing, etc. Our rental model is designed specially to meet the needs to automotive and transport business. With the rental model, users can automate access to their fleet or vehicles for rental or other purpose, including sharing inside the company, maybe to optimize fleet usage. A module we call access to the services is mostly for private usage. Our private service model is designed for manage access to private assets, such as residential properties. This can be provide limited access to trusted services such as couriers, builders, cleaners, and other staff need to serve these properties. Using the service module, users will be able to provide access to multiple authorized person or companies. The big advantage of using our technology is providing access to residential areas is the ability to issue virtual keys with a set of expiration date. A good example of the usefulness of this system is giving access for a building company to repair some tasks inside building maybe. And finally, the last one is our main product, maybe not main, but the first one, is a rescue model. Combining the functionality of blockchain technology with the Internet of Things, SmartKey rescue module is used by emergency services to reduce travel time to the scene of an incident. Rescue teams opens gate to guarded communities using the SmartKey network. This solution eliminates the needs for emergency services to track down the key holder before being able to enter a restricted zone. The rescue model is already released and used in the Warmian-Mazurian region in Poland. The SmartKey project assumes wider adoption in the module in the new feature. And that's how we can jump into smart NFT, because in all this solution, we are using NFT tokens. It's a very modern topic now. We were using this technology 2 years ago. We call this NFT token smart because it's ordinary NFT tokens, but it's you can program this token how to solve your access. These are keys that give access to real products or services, not to virtual one. It's thanks to these NFT tokens that the entire system works. It allows for the recreation of real rules of ownership and access into physical world, and transporting them to the virtual blockchain world. Each participant of the SmartKey ecosystem has the possibility to generate unique NFT tokens and program the rules of accessing to them. Generally, they represent the value of a product or a service which we will receive after using them. In our case, the transfer of NFT tokens, we compare to the system to use of a physical key. In our case, you need the key to be able to rent a car for an hour, or to pay parking fees for park your car, for example. The provider of a service is a marketplace himself now, many tokens to generate, and that value. Wait, I want to tell about these keys and NFT tokens that it's creating something. Firstly, it's a connection standard for us. It's a key for us, and that's all solution give us a whole marketplace for transaction and give us access to any physical goods. And now we can, in order to connect the SmartKey technology, the technical blockchain, each of the partners is a provider for us of a new service which must implement elements of SmartKey architecture on its side, such as REST API as an interface for managing the main DApp, it means decentralized application of the provider. The second the second part is a listener that listens to events of a provider DApp and send a signal to the IoT device with the command at the right moment if it's needed. The elements of consist of the entire ecosystem are called next generation Oracle in our case. dedicated to connect IoT devices to a blockchain that give us blockchain of things. SmartKey ecosystem is one global marketplace because everyone could use our technology, our listener and decentralized oracles dedicated for IoT and co-build this SmartKey ecosystem and global marketplace. After connecting to the BOT oracles, partners can communicate and transfer data via blockchain and SmartKey the app. The elements of both providers and the blockchain and the device keys, in our case tokens, generate in it. For proper operation, each of the elements is described with procedures for easy to intuitive integration of the partner, which the SmartKey ecosystem platform is. Each partner becomes a part of a global services. It's easy to connect. So in that case, you can meet our partners. We have officially introduced our partners, thanks whom millions will gain access to SmartKey ecosystem. Those partnerships have attracted new partners that we are currently working on. We expect that at the end of this year, the SmartKey ecosystem will be near global. Our target for this year is to team up with partners who will be the first to offer their products on the SmartKey marketplace, because my personal and all SmartKey team goal is to make happen to use this SmartKey ecosystem products in real world in this year. To allow all of you the opportunity to provide the blockchain of things solutions in your maybe company, your services. Now I want to introduce about the main implementation, the first one implementation. We are very focused on the social aspect of blockchain technology and the impact of SmartKey ecosystem will have on society. Our first solution focused on saving human lives. We showed how the SmartKey communication standard could integrate access to buildings, and at the same time, we created a useful tool for emergency services which are using the technology for free. For this year, we have set a goal to implement this tech in the whole of our country, in Poland, and then go beyond Poland and start spreading our tech beyond our borders. Our partners are already working on it. I can't tell you the details, but I'm sure that you will hear about the development stage in the press soon. Now I could tell you a short video to understand how it's really work. Wait. Okay.
Wondered how blockchain can be applied in the real world. At SmartKey, we wanted to take blockchain from the virtual and into the physical. The possibilities with blockchain are endless, but we wanted to start with something simple yet fundamental. That is how we developed a system to deploy Ethereum blockchain to save lives. It all started with a simple but global problem. In the middle of the pandemic, we realized that emergency services don't have access to gated communities. How is that a problem? Every single day, emergency services across the world respond to millions of calls. They waste precious time trying to reach patients instead of saving them. It's a global problem. There are millions of subgated communities around the world that emergency services struggle to access. In short, the problem is the lack of a universal method of access in emergency situations. So how do we solve this problem and start cutting the time required to reach patients? Well, there is a public Ethereum blockchain network. A public and safe network available to everyone in the world. And we decided to use that network. We started by connecting SmartKey technology with the Ethereum network, and we created a global standard of SmartKey access control available to everyone. So what happens next? Well, we developed an app which uses our SmartKey standard. What does the app do? Simple. It provides access to keys for areas linked to the Ethereum network. The app is used by emergency services. It's a universal technology which is easy to adopt. It cuts emergency response times, provides easy access, removes barriers for emergency services. So far, our SmartKey technology has been implemented in the Warmia-Mazurian region in Poland, which counts 1.5 million inhabitants. But this is just the beginning. We want our technology to help people well beyond Poland and all around the globe. Ethereum plus SmartKey technology is available to everyone.
Okay. Let's back to the presentation. And this application that you see inside this video is the ordinary blockchain wallet using NFT tokens. These NFT tokens allow to gain access to closed communities for rescue teams, in this case. It's very easy to adopt to other services also, yes? And you can just imagine the possibilities are new endless to using this technology in the cities. The physical world economy is based on, as I understand the main topic in the physical economy, that the physical world economy is based on ownership of things or to access to them. At SmartKey, we have read out physical key and make it fully digital, providing entirely new possibilities for the sharing economy because we don't have issue with logistic of the physical key. This will have a major impact in the development of smart cities of the future. We believe that. And at the end, so far, you can read about SmartKey in the top media in the world, even though we have only just started. It isn't long before you hear much more about the thing we are working on, thanks to our innovation. We are changing the world, I could say. So don't stay behind and come work with us. Thanks for your time and greetings from all SmartKey team. And if you have any question, I'm here for you to answer them.
Thank you very much for that very informative talk. So I am under the impression that some of your team members might be answering some of the questions on the YouTube stream, but we have 2 questions from our Zoom call. The first of which is, what is the main difference between Sky and Chainlink?
Main difference. Chainlink is Oracle. We call in our technology also Oracle Next Generation. It's a similar one, but it's different purpose. Because in our case, our Oracle, why we need oracles? Because if you want to connect some data from off-chain and getting inside the blockchain, you must connect somehow. That's why we need oracles. In Chainlink is specialized to connecting, I could say, everything. And they are very effective. But in our case, we are focused only on, we call it Oracle Next Generation. That's mean for us that we are focused on connecting directly to the IoT devices. Is a much more advanced technology, I could say. Maybe advanced, but we must have lots of experience in IoT field to do it. And the main difference is we are connecting IoT to POT, transforming them, and we are focusing only on that. And we want to give this opportunity to other projects to connect our solution and use our connection also. That's all.
Perfect. And the only other question at the moment, is, will Sky launch an app or some platform for developing communication between own devices? And by that, they mean an average user might be able to connect his or her device, build some logistics and mechanisms without being technical.
As I introduced in this presentation, we are already working on this platform to allow everyone to connect and build their own solution. You can be sure that it will be this year, and I wish it will be available for everyone on maybe June this year. It's very short time.
Perfect, thank you. I don't know if Malta, you have anything from the YouTube stream?
Yes, so I think there were a couple of questions. Most of them were answered already, but I think one of the ones that kept coming up was what your expansion plans are in Europe, but also in Asia.
Yes, we are physically based in Europe, in Poland, but that's why we are strongly cooperate with city authorities here in Europe and corporate partnership here in Europe. But most of the new partnerships are global. That's why we want to expand with them to Chinese market this year and US market. Our main focus for this year about markets is Chinese and United States.
Right, thank you. I think we just got some more. So someone's asking how you've prepared for the crypto winter / the end of the bull market.
All our solution is preparing for that, I could say, because we have really working product. That's mean we are not ordinary virtual crypto projects. That's mean that if even winter came, our product will work. We have ordinary product, we have partnership, we have signed a document. Our partners will use our product in real life. That's mean our project as a project will survive any winter in crypto because we are in both worlds, crypto world and physical one. We have two legs, not only one. That's why we are sure that our fundamental of our projects is our main advantage to save our projects when winter came.
Thank you. And maybe one more I saw earlier. Are there any plans to sort of make some parts of the code open source or anything in that sort of direction?
Yes, all this technology, as I told you, it will be fully open source, and everyone will use it and can use it and copy maybe even, but I don't think it's necessary. You must wait when we reveal our internal economy. You will understand that it is not necessary to copy these projects. Just use it and co-create the global marketplace. Of course, we will have something similar for Polkadot Starter. We want to invite some projects, some startups to create their own solution using connection with our SmartKey technology, because I believe we are the biggest project in the world connecting massive adoption for the real world smart cities, services, and etc. This was the most difficult part, to connect all these IoT cloud-based solution to the blockchain, and that's why I think cooperate with us is the biggest advantage for any crypto project, and we want to help even to those projects to maybe make some fundraising, and even we could help to promote the projects that want to cooperate with us. And in the near future, I think it will be in the next month, we will reveal our global plan for global contest with big prize pool sponsoring by us and our partners. And in this day, you will know our global partners, which will take a part of this contest also.
Thanks for that. I think we might have one more question from the chat here on Zoom. So basically just someone's asking how they can benefit from the project apart from just selling or buying, or yeah, what are the chances of pushing into other projects with SmartKey?
The answer it will be similar as last one, because we must wait till we will announce internal economy. In this day, you will know how to use SKey token to exchange for benefits using our solution, whole solution. Of course, we know that we want to give benefits for our today investors and future investors, and it will be something new in the market. That's why we have some different approach to make crypto projects. We are strongly involved in ordinary businesses and ordinary corporate partnerships. That's why we must do it in some different way, but we also know that the strongest part of our project is our community. That's why we want to involve them and guarantee for them something as a reward for supporting us. I will not tell any more if it could be something like staking on etc. mechanism of DeFi, but it will be something to reward our investors and help them earn money even more, not just trading. But of course, okay, to finish this answer, I think this internal economy we will reveal in the same time when we will reveal all products to the market. It should be in next 2 months, I think 2 months, it will be enough.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time and answering the questions. I'm going to hand back to Mark.
Well, thank you very much for answering those questions. This has been a fantastic talk, and thank you everyone for coming today. I hope you enjoyed it. We have another talk tomorrow from ETH Local if anyone wishes to attend. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you, Shimon, for coming. It's been fantastic having you. And you'll see on the screen now a link.
Thank you all, and bye-bye next time.
Thank you.
Okay, I would just like to say that previous talks as well as this one are available on the University of Glasgow FinTech Society YouTube channel. We have one from yesterday from Polkadot, which might be interesting to some people. As Mark said, we will have ETH Local tomorrow on the same time, which will be more about NFTs and less technical aspects. So my interests are more arty people. And there is the one from Friday last week from Dr. Lei Sang, which explains the basics of blockchain technology, which might be a good introduction if any concepts you encounter in the talks are not understandable for you. So I just wanted to quickly introduce. I'm Jeremy Januszewicz, the event coordinator for Glasgow University Engineering Technology Society, and I believe Shyam might want to say something more from the FinTech side.
Just before the closing remarks, Jeremy and Shyam, sorry, there's a question in the chat. If you could take that, Mark, so that Shimon can address that before he leaves.
I think that one was addressed, was it not? Malta, you did that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I think we answered the one that was asked in the chat.
I think we're all good.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, SmartKey, for coming today. And as Jeremy said, I'd like to reiterate that the previous events have all been recorded and it's on our YouTube channel. After tomorrow, after the last event, we'll post a playlist of the videos, so you can go back and see all of the events in one place. So again, thank you to SmartKey and the engineering technology guys, and see you tomorrow.
See you.